This was a really good win against a really good team, a very well coached, very athletic team, and really liked the way we started the game, the intensity we came out, and the way we guarded in the first half was really good. Our rotations were good. I thought Sydney Walton and Caitlin Lecker did a nice job on an excellent player in Bria Holmes, and for us to hold them to 51, very pleased with our defensive effort. Thought we got a little shaky in the second half against some pressure, but continued to go on and make some plays. And when people like Sydney stepped up, and Caitlin Lecker was a big factor in this game for taking all the charges she did. It changed the complexion of the game. It sent some of their players to the bench in the first half and second half by her being willing to take a charge, so I'm very proud of her for that.
Coach, what does it mean knowing that Brittany can have an off shooting night and you still come away with, 12-point victory?
If somebody told us that she'd have 8 at the end of the night, I probably wouldn't have said, hey, we're gonna win the basketball game. She's carried us all year long. She had a tough night for her, and you say tough night. She had a tough night shooting the basketball, but you look in the other stat line, and she's got 17 rebounds and 5 steals. So I can't be very critical of a kid that has carried us, literally carried us all year long. But what it does say is some of the other players around her are getting better and starting to make a contribution. Like Sydney Walton's 10 points, and I thought Mandy Coleman really played well tonight. She was almost double-double and did a good job of handling the ball against some pressure as well. So it's good when your star doesn't have her A game and you still find a way to win.
12 seconds left. Brittany goes sprawling out of bounds, throws the ball off the defender. You call a timeout. Subsequently shoot a 3 and push the lead to 18 at the half. What sort of impact did that play, Brittany's play, have on the complexion of the game?
Those are things that don't show up in the scorebook, and a great observation by you that I think helped with the momentum going in and let our team believe that, hey, this is a very positive thing that happened. And she makes plays like that, and she does a lot of things. Obviously, she does a lot of things to lead the league in scoring, rebounding, and steals, but little plays like that are huge in winning basketball games.
Plays like that sort of define this team. You guys always just sort of find a way to grind it out. You sort of feel like hustle plays like that one sort of define what this team's made of.
This is a blue-collar team that has to play hard and compete every time out, and we've got to defend well, and not really feeling great about the way we fouled at the end of the game and stopped the clock. We got to get better at that. We got to understand time and score better than what we did. We got in a little bit of a hurry on some things there, but you're absolutely right. This team is based its whole game on defending and rebounding all year long.
They mentioned that there's been a greater emphasis on offensive rebounds, and obviously that translated into plus 13 on second chance opportunities tonight. How big is that going forward when you, especially if you get an off night for someone shooting, if you're able to get those second, third looks throughout a game?
Almost every time that we've been on the back end of that stat, we've lost. So I think it's one of the biggest stats in the game. I've been with coaches before that said victory favors the team that gets the best and easiest shots. The best shot you could get are putbacks, run-out layups, and when you have an opportunity to get 24 points on second chance points, it's huge. And we haven't had a group that's just lit it up from the 3 line all year long too. So we got to rely on getting on the boards, and I thought Kaylee did a really nice job of that. And you look at those 2 kids and Mandy Coleman. There's 15 offensive boards between those 3.
Anything else for Coach? Games next week. Life doesn't get any easier.
Not in this league, it doesn't. Going down to Baylor and
TCU.
TCU. You know, Baylor's one of the premier teams in the country and top 4, very deservedly so. And I know they're going to be ready for us too. But they got a great team, and she's done it for so many years there. But we just need to go play our game and play with confidence down there and see what happens.
Sydney, you had 10 tonight. Was that something that Coach had brought into the scout beforehand, and then you just sort of went with it, or you just sort of have that on your own?
I think I just really looked for my shot tonight and made it a point to help my team to score, and so I think that's where that came from.
Before the game, you tweeted out that this one was for your mom. Can you care to explain that situation?
Yeah, my mom is recently diagnosed with breast cancer about a month and a half ago, and so she's starting that whole process right now, and this game just really meant a lot to me and a lot to her, that we get to show through basketball that we are supporting people who have breast cancer.
What sort of emotions go through you as you're starting to hit your stride, hit your shot, and on such a special night for you?
Oh yeah, after I hit that first shot, I knew that it was going to get started, and I mean every shot was I was just thinking of my mom the whole time.
The perfect night then to get your career high than tonight?
I don't think so, not at all.
Kaylee, you about 12 seconds left in the first half. I'm sorry, but you shot an air ball. And
we all have one, right?
hey, I couldn't do any better, I promise you. But subsequently, Brittany goes diving after the play, falls into the basket on the bottom, the base of it. What sort of impact does that have on you guys? What does a play like that mean for you all?
That's actually really huge. Like, after that ball went up and I airballed it, like, my head kind of fell. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. But then Brittany saved it, and it kind of like got me like hyped back up. And so like when she makes plays like that, it gets our team going. I think that really helped us out a lot tonight.
Like a play like that sort of defines the game.
Yeah, definitely.
On a night where she only scores 8, how big was it for the both of you to step up?
It was kind of big. Like, sometimes in previous years, past games, like if Brittany doesn't have like her 30-point nights, like the team doesn't win. And so it was really awesome to see that, even though like she still put up 8 points, which is decent numbers, but like even if she didn't have her great nights, like we still can pull it out, and that's really cool to see like our team do that.
We did with 17.
Oh yeah, that was huge. That was huge. That's who Brittany. And giving him something, it's something else she's like outstanding at. So that's the kind of player she is.
You guys finished with 13 more points on second chance opportunities. Mm-hmm. Was offensive rebounding something that you guys knew that you guys would be able to take advantage of in this game?
I don't think we knew we could take advantage of it, but it has been a big emphasis in like practices, because Coach Attell's always telling us how offensive rebounding has been like a staple for our program and how we've kind of lost that. And so I think tonight that was just like a bigger focus. So.
How big was it to rebound from the last game with this one?
It was huge.
Yeah.
The emphasis to come out early, start strong?
Yes. If we didn't, then the game might have gone the other way.
This puts you guys in a position where you're now third in the standings. How important is that, knowing that you still have to go to Waco, you have to go out to West Virginia and face them again still, being able to kind of position yourselves for this final push?
I think for me, I'm sure for the team, it's just almost momentum. I mean, being third is a huge thing for this program, and I think that if we continue to push, I think we can do really big things.
Road games at Baylor and at TCU this next week. How important is next week?
Very important. Just like any other week, though. Just like any other week. And Coach always talks about, why does it matter if it's a road game? Like, you can beat anybody anytime.
Basketball. where you're at.
Do you guys look back at that Baylor game here to kind of help you heading down there?
I feel like the only thing we look at is that we need to remember how much effort we put into the game. It doesn't matter that we won that last game. We need to make sure that we have that effort so that we could possibly win the next one.
Anything else?
Thank you.